Welcome back to Focus on the Palmetto State. The Hidden Picture Puzzles and Highlights magazine brings back fond memories for adults and children alike. Many an hour, children and their parents and teachers have looked for things like nails, shovels, and other basic items in hidden picture puzzles. The artist who creates the puzzle pictures for the magazine says these pictures do more than entertain, they educate. Tim Davis is the illustrator for Highlights, and he's here in the studio with us. A pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Honored, because we have looked through these magazines many a time trying to find pictures. So how did you get started with all this?
Well, I'm a freelance illustrator, so I'm always looking for new clients. And about 20 years ago, I decided I'd try to work for Highlights magazine. I sent in an illustration, and they said, well, we really like your style. We think you could do hidden pictures. And I never tried that before, so I said, well, I'll give it a shot. And the first one was really terrible.
Really?
They said, you don't have it yet. So they tutored me a little bit over the telephone, and I eventually got something that worked. And so that was the first one.
And you live actually in South Carolina, in the upstate.
Yes, live over in Travelers Rest on Paris Mountain.
On Paris Mountain, and that's your inspiration? You just work out of your house and you draw these pictures?
Well, I started working around town and coffee shops and things like that.
Okay.
I just wanted to get out more in the community and sort of get some inspiration that way.
That sounds like so much fun. You enjoy that?
Oh yes, I really like working for myself and having my own schedule.
Are you from this area originally?
No, I'm from Western New York, close to Buffalo area, and moved down here. Met my wife down here, and then we moved away for like 17 years and came back in 2005. So we've been here since then.
Now why, I mean, Highlights has been around for a long time, the Highlights magazine. And it's a good magazine because it doesn't just entertain the kids. It teaches them life lessons and things like that. And these puzzle pictures are a big part of what they do.
Yes.
Why do they use the puzzle pictures?
Well, Highlights was started by educators.
Okay.
So their purpose was not just to have fun. If you look at the magazine, it says fun with purpose.
Okay,
so their purpose is to educate during the time that the kids are enjoying reading the magazine. So puzzles are specifically to make people think. When we do hidden pictures, there's something in there that you have to look carefully to see. So it tests their powers of observation and make them look at things a little different way than they might ordinarily.
Yeah, and there are a lot. How hard is it to do a hidden picture? So you draw your picture first and then put your items in, or you put your items in and then draw your picture? Well,
actually, that's the wrong way to do it is the second one, and that's what I tried first. I tried to put the objects in and then work around them, and they stand out like a sore thumb then. So I learned that really what you do is just make the picture first, and then you find areas in the picture that are almost like a certain object, and you can work them in. There's different ways that they hide well, like in a pattern or in a negative space or something like that.
So you don't know what hidden pictures you're going to put in there before you do it?
No, we don't really know what the objects are usually, but there are certain things that come up a lot.
Like nails?
Like a nail or a banana.
A banana.
There's a banana in almost every one.
Toothbrush,
stuff like that.
Those sorts of shapes. And they are a good way to educate the children. But this isn't the only thing you do. You're a freelance illustrator, so you do a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, for one thing, before we move on, you designed the cover to this Highlights magazine.
Every once in a while I do covers. This is a cover to Highlights magazine that I did a few years ago.
So cute.
And
I have seen that before.
Have you seen that one?
I have.
Where have maybe you did.
But I don't get this anymore. Yeah, I must have seen it on TV.
This is the one that got famous.
Okay.
It appeared on the magazine, and then the next thing I knew, a friend of mine said, "Did you know that your magazine was on the Today Show?" I said, "No." So they sent me a little clip, and so it was on the Today Show. And then about a year later, it was on The Onion as a spoof.
Oh my gosh.
And then finally it appeared on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart about a year after that.
Why?
So, I don't know. I mean,
it is really cute. I love the dog. And
a friend of mine who's the art director on it, she said, well, I was puzzling, why did they keep choosing this one particular cover? But she said, well, it's good, it's colorful, it just says fun, so I guess they just kept it on file for representing highlights. So I appreciate that.
Yes, yeah, but this isn't the only thing. You have a lot of books here, and I guess you've illustrated stuff in all these books.
Yeah, I have a lot of different clients. Highlights is my main client, but I've done some work for Journey Forth or at Bob Jones University Press.
Okay.
I've written some books there. Also, I've done some coloring books, which would have been like things, this is done for Kellogg's, obviously, with famous characters on there. And then every once in a while I just do things just for people I find on the internet. This was a freelance job that a grandmother asked me to do for her grandson. And but it's all, you know, by commission.
I'll have to go through all my books and see which one I see that's illustrated by Tim Davis. That's an honor to have you here and to live in this area. I guess if people see you out at a coffee shop, they should leave you alone?
No. I like to talk to artists especially. In fact, sometimes I'll find somebody out there drawing in a sketch pad, and so I can talk to them about what they're doing in artwork. And I actually did recruit a young lady I saw drawing at a coffee place, and I said, "Are you an artist?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Have you ever done hidden pictures?" And so I recruited her to go to this workshop that we had recently to train hidden picture artists.
Okay, and that's very neat. And then you had an encounter with someone overseas. I mean, jobs just coming out of everywhere,
Oh, yes,
right?
yes. Once you get known for something, then clients are looking for a particular thing similar to that. So since I've done so many hidden pictures, there's a lot of them out there on the internet. And a place in Ireland, a pizza place, wanted to do some placemats with hidden pictures on them so kids can entertain themselves while they wait for their food. So I've done a series of placemat hidden pictures for this pizza place in Ireland.
And this is the way you make your living. So this it seems like a fun job.
It's a very fun job. It's a lot of people say it's not a real job, but I actually do have to have deadlines, you know, and there is I don't get regular paychecks every week usually, so it's sort of a ride up and down, and most freelancers know exactly what I'm talking about.
And that's kind of fun too, maybe.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
So your background growing up in New York, were you a doodler in class? Were you always an artist in school?
I tell people I probably started being an artist when I was about 2 or 3.
Okay.
Because my mom would give me coloring books, and I always wanted to draw more characters so somebody else could color them. I was always into the illustration part of it.
So you made them bigger.
Yeah, just make more things to color.
Okay. So tell me about your education.
Well, as far as art, like in high school, I always wanted to be an artist, so I was always concentrate on that. And then I went to Bob Jones and graduated in art. And after that, it was really a lot of it you learn on the job when you're freelancing. Try to associate myself with other people in the arts. It's a really friendly, competitive community. Freelance art is, because we all have different styles. So we learn from each other and we give reference to each other. And we're not usually competing for the exact same jobs because of our styles being different.
You all have different styles, yeah. So if you saw somebody out, you wouldn't, like, and they were drawing, you wouldn't be offended by that?
Oh, no. I figure the more artists I know, the better off I am, because I'm learning from them, and they can learn from me too. So it's a nice community.
And you can network and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
And you're having other workshops, not in this area, but around the country, to help teach people to do this in case somebody's interested.
Yeah, I've been doing teaching for several years. I don't know if I mentioned I do teach a little bit at Furman, also at Greenville Tech, and Highlights asked me to come up to their headquarters in Pennsylvania to teach another Highlights Hidden Picture workshop. So we'll be doing that next month.
Okay, now if people watching want to know more about you, do you have a website or a way they could access you or access the information about these workshops?
Yes, anybody can look at timdaviscreations.com and find my website, and from there they can contact me if they want to.
All right. Well, Tim, it's an honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
It was a pleasure.
That website again is timdaviscreations.com. That's all the time we have this morning for Focus on the Palmetto State. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.